yourself with a rubber hose. Stuff it in your mouth and down your throat, up your nose or in your hiney hole. I don't care where it goes, and it don't matter if you're straight or gay. You should fuck yourself anyway.
Guys, how's it going today? We're going to be looking at the Citradelic series. See, I thought that was just like the name of one, because I've actually reviewed one of them, but not this one. This is the Tangerine IPA from New Belgium. It comes in at 6%, which is an increase over the other ones from them I've had so far. And this is another one that was part of my lunch from Bunky and David Brown. It's got a nice, nice deep amber color. Surprisingly, I'm getting more of the like a fresh hop than I am the tangerine. Cheers. Well, I tell you, New Belgium stays very, very subtle on almost everything I've had lately from them. It's definitely an IPA. I mean, it says tangerine on the containers, so you know, on the can. So it's kind of like you know, kind of a little clue. But you get I'm getting a little bit of it on the nose, and just faintly in the background. It's definitely not, you know, in your face. Okay. Oh, I got another hot sauce yesterday from the mystery hot sauce sender now. Shirts and hot sauce. Life could not be more complete. This one was called Satan sauce, and it actually came with a Reaper pepper. You know, fairly fresh, I'm sure. This is another one that it has little to no, well, it has no information on the bottle. It says Satan sauce, and it has the devil. I'd show it to you, but I forgot to grab it. I tried it yesterday. Christine made homemade vegetable soup, which I properly added hamburger from Superior Meats that I had made the night before. So I made basically hamburger vegetable soup, and then I microwaved up some of the pork rinds, and I used the hot sauce on the pork rinds, and it's another one that I actually really like the way it tastes. So whoever got it, if you're able to give any kind of feedback from the person that's making it, I like that and the other one. Thank you. Let's see. Other than that, I guess I hadn't properly finished getting to the bottom of the questions, which, according to the stupid YouTube thing, you know, I just love the fact that when you tell them that you do not like the stupid beta studio, they still make you look at it every single day. The only person that missed I guess he was just leaving a comment. David Brown was the last to comment on the Key Light Coach. And he said, "Hello, adorable kook fucks and other assorted Tupperware gunslingers." So, first was Smile Money. And Aunt Keck says, "Smile Money, woohoo, partay." Snoring Desert Prepper says, "First," but unfortunately, Snoring Desert Prepper, Smile Money, just beat you. Almost, but you are really putting on the pressure, says Smile Money. Salty Sellback says, "Turd again. Ben N, first to say second. EMT Railfan, 5th, nice shirt. Where'd you get it? Laugh out loud. Oh, I remember. Nice mug to match. I can't remember where I got that shirt. And now a matching glass. EMT Railfan, yeah, I'm finally above average at something. Crazy Scotsman, 6, top 10 fuckers. Crazy Scotsman, whiskey. Crazy Scotsman, Brew Babe straight 10, hashtag be like Ed. Whiskey. Yeah, I know, Scotsman. I can't keep having something else stand in as whiskey for you. This was leftovers from I don't know if Agent Chaos brought this or what, but there's a wee bit left in here. I know it's more than a shot. And if you've actually ever been wondering, the 2 cast mates in this series are both very good. I personally, the other one I think is an IPA edition, and this one is the Stout edition. And I like this one. I like them both, but I like this one a little bit more. Oh, Scotsman. The container was a little bit bigger. That was all that would have been left. So, Crazy Scotsman. Cheers, and cheers to Thursday. Unfortunately, there's only one day left to work this week. I might even get away with not having to do anything on Saturday or Sunday this week. Woohoo! Actually, I was probably still in violation there, because I'm sure the Scotsman is not happy about having a little Irish whiskey, but it is whiskey, and it's oh no, he's not gonna be happy. They don't spell it right either. Steven, where did the brown dick opener run off to? It's right here. Here's the brown dick opener. You were wondering about it? What exactly do you want me to send you pictures of it? Steven again. With the blue brake being aluminum, I'd be scared that it blows up. That would be interesting. Steven again, don't like beer. I like craft beer. Oh, he doesn't like beer, he likes craft beer.
I don't like any beer. Milk coffee. I forgot to give this to you earlier.
Wait!
We were in the shower.
This just in. Okay, this could be dangerous.
You want me to open it up over here off camera? And then hand it to you?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, I have a mission as soon as this is done.
I'm cool.
I have to go grab the Two-Hearted Ale for the Two-Hearted Ale Club, and remembered when we had everybody here and you needed room for the lasagna?
Yeah.
I put a whole turkey in the refrigerator.
Uh-oh.
She's ready to go downtown. Okay.
What are you doing with all that? Really, Eric? Really? Really?
There's a question.
Oh, please.
What old school gun? You can answer this question. What old school gun do you like best?
The Winchester 4 Henry.
I don't have one of those.
Well, that's what I like. What the heck is that now?
hot chicken flavored ramen.
Well, at least it's not the sluts version. Remember when I did that show about the funny names, product names?
Well, this is obviously barely in English. See, it doesn't get any more live than that. Actually, you've only fired one of these.
I haven't fired any of them.
Ed's rifle.
Nope, I have not fired Ed's rifle.
What?
Nope, I haven't. You see the barrage here?
Yeah.
No, not one.
I haven't fired that one. Wanna?
We're going to the range this weekend?
Yeah.
Okay.
Problem is I think Saturday. I think the weather's supposed to suck this weekend. We'll have to check the weather. It'd be nice to get out, but you know, before the passes are all snowed in up here in Minnesota, Duluth. You know, like in The Shining. There's that one There's that one last trip. Jolson semi trucks in the last load of food for the residents of Duluth as they hunker down over the winter. Yeah. Might make that last trek up to the hunting shack.
Well, you'll have to do it before November. No, yeah. Hunting season is November.
Oh yeah, that's right. We're gonna get the.
And don't we start partridge? Didn't we start pheasant, grouse season?
Screw those people.
You're just gonna shoot them.
I'll say I saw a partridge for like an hour and a half straight. God damn, he was elusive.
No, I meant that you're gonna shoot somebody in the bush.
Oh, well, they shouldn't be there, should they?
Well,
That's
no.
private property.
Well, does that stop anybody nowadays?
Well, that's their own damn
It's
fault.
okay that everybody is running rampant with all their attitudes, should I say?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You could put the BandEBrewReviews in this and thoroughly test NIHAP's.
That's like Mikey's.
Yeah. This is the one I built for NIHAP. Sweet, huh?
It looks like it's been used and abused.
He likes that. Still hits what you aim at.
I'm just saying.
You gotta shoot this one too. And then you gotta shoot this one before Hubie takes it. This is
That's the Dragonoff.
the one that
the one
our Jer Bear does not have. SVT-40.
Are you picking on my little leprechaun?
Our little Jer Bear. I'll give you guys a heads up because I have to get a video, and now there's going to be a promo tomorrow and a promo on Saturday, so it'll be up on Sunday.
On both of our channels.
Both of our channels. Jerry wanted to add a third place to the woman's build.
Yep.
So first place is this beauty.
Fabulous rifle.
Oh, and I want to say, and then she'll never see it over here, but the owner of Offhand Gear actually put a picture of this up and talked about Justin's final mission over at Offhand Gear's site on Facebook. And then some guy jumped in. The very first comment was how this is too confusing for law enforcement
because it looks like a
because
toy.
it looks like a toy. Well, that's funny because I've never heard of a cop not shooting because he thought it was a toy. I hear about cops shooting and it turns out it was a toy. So, whatever. But to give credit where credit is due, the guy must have then went and did a little research and found out what Justin's final mission was all about. And instead of deleting his post, he left another comment apologizing for an inappropriate message on that particular post. So first place is going to be this beautiful toy. It's not really a real gun, so we might as well just keep it. Second place is going to be the Escort shotgun, and it'll soon have a Justin's Final Mission sling from Big Dog Leather. Thank you.
Thank you very much for doing that.
Thank you, Tim. And Jerry is adding a third place. He would like, his original comment was he wants to buy breakfast for somebody, so he's going to be putting in an extra, he's going to be sending the winner, or sending it to me and I'll send it to the winner, $50. Now, I'm not putting Jerry on the spot. Jerry said that he'd possibly up it to $70 if Matt's sister did a brew review with me. I gotta talk to Danielle and get an extra $20 out of Jerry's pocket for the third place person.
You just did it to bust Matt's balls.
No. We would not want to do that to poor old Matt.
You funny. Okay, it's nice outside. It's 82 degrees. I'm going to sit outside because we're not going to get very many of those days left.
Hey Google, what's the temperature right now?
In Duluth, it's currently 83. Oh, 83.
Hey Google, turn the volume up to 80%. Hey Google, what's the temperature right now?
The temperature in Duluth right now is 83.
See, it went up a degree. I'm going outside.
I might have to smoke me. I've done two of the cigars now from. Oh, those are disgusting.
She's sleeved. I don't give a shit about her tits. She's sleeved.
I'm not really into. Honestly, I'm not really into tattoos on women.
I have one.
Tits I like. Well, I'm talking about in largely visible places.
No. I might put one on the inside of my wrist, but that's about it.
There's just something.
That's-
Okay, let me refine it right
not-
down to the actual thing. A tattoo here and a tattoo there. Hell, my mom has one. My daughter, I think both of them have tattoos. I know Sam has tattoos.
Your sister does.
My sister has tattoos. I know you have a tattoo. I don't like sleeved.
No.
I don't really like. Guys can do what they want. But women.
I don't know. To me, it just seems more acceptable if it's a guy being sleeved than a gal being sleeved. I'm just saying.
If you're supposed to have tattoos, you've been born with them.
And piercings.
And how about these total dumbasses that tattoo their face?
Okay, why?
I don't know, but I just can't see very many. You make it to the age of 89.
Do you know how wrinkly that you are? Even if you're a person that takes care of your skin, you still are going to have wrinkles. And that butterfly tattoo or whatever that you put on your face is not going to look like that anymore at the age of 80. Just saying.
I'd have to think the highest percentage of facial tattoos happened during some kind of a drunken stupor.
Well, that's why they don't really do any more of that. I mean, they don't. You have to be sober to go get a tattoo at most places. I won't say all, but most.
Hey, I got this great idea.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And you know what?
No,
What?
don't even do it. Just go quietly into the night.
Cheers, Lars!
Rich Brewmaster Chew 12. It seems to me you've picked up your game on the Brew Babes. Goodness gracious.
Not on this one.
Don't listen to the voice behind the curtain. Smile Money. Who can give the JP a good home? We'll fondle it lovingly and let it reach out to 2,000 yards. Please send references and bank account information. Gunwild, top 10 I think, bitches. Multi-Gunman, welcome to the show that never ends. You can say that again. I'm waiting for the day you put out a 37-hour brew review. I know the day is coming. And Eric, Jerry Lewis, Telethon, Smile Money, Multi-Gunman, Laugh Out Loud. That'd make a pretty good brew review video. Oh, drinking for 37 hours. Jose PhD 27. Only people on welfare could be able to watch. I have to work. He's got a good point there. Stephen Hobson Lead. I was using a soldering iron once when I was about 17 while soldering wire to some speaker terminals. I accidentally put the palm of my hand on the hot end of the iron. It literally smelled like bacon since it went into the fat of my palm. Bet you that felt good. Aunt Cack, woohoo, 17th. Aunt Cack. Smell money. You have your scope cranked up to 12 power and a buck busts out 35 yards in front of you and you cannot find him in the scope. It really pisses you off. I always just use straight 4 power. Well, I don't have to worry about that because I don't hunt. I may go with Matt this year just because, you know, I'll put some food in the freezer for him. Don't get me wrong, I've had some pretty good venison, and I tell you, what really makes the difference is what happens at the moment that gun goes off. Like Matt's, you know, it was like, loo-de-doo-de-doo. You know, on the other hand, you fucking shoot it in some place where you slightly wound it, and the thing goes off on a tear, the adrenaline comes up. Yeah, some of that venison is just so nasty and gamey. But if it's a quick kill and it's properly processed, it can be pretty good. I've consumed fair quantities of venison steaks since becoming friends with Matt. I'm not. To me. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not a member of PETA. I've gone with friends of mine. I said, you know what? You know, it's like, you know, I'll get the license and we'll hang for a few days. And if I shoot one, I hope you drag it to the truck. And after that, it's all yours, baby. But yeah, Smart Money, I know exactly what you're talking about. Especially like I was even surprised at the 1,750 50 something yard shoot in Sniper's Hideout in Colorado. Most of the guys that were, you know, say in the top 10%, I bet you not a single one of them used full power on the scopes that they had. And of course, almost all of those guys, by the time you get to that level, companies are beating down your door saying, you know, for instance, the Vortex was definitely the number one. The Vortex Razor was the number one scope I saw, and you could tell it was like the corporate stuff because Vortex all the way down the side of the scope. I mean, it came straight from the factory to these guys' hands like that. And that's when I had a chance to talk to the guys at Team JP because I honestly, when I had my JP built, I pretty much wanted that scope, the Razor. And at the time, there was like some weird run, and they were like all gone. And the only thing that JP Enterprise that they even had was the U.S. Optics at $3,300 or $3,400, and they had the Bushnell Elite with the HDMR reticle in it for $1,800, and so I figured I was already over $7,000 for the rifle. I probably shouldn't buy the $3,400 scope, so I got the Bushnell, and to me, Bushnell, when you hear the words Bushnell, you do not think elite optics maker. Now, their Elite series, the HDMR, is not made in-house. Let me rephrase. It is not made in the same place that all of the rest of their scopes are made. The division that makes the Elite Tacticals, they're all to themselves. And when I was talking with Team JP, they told me hands down it was on par, if not even better, than the Vortex as far as a quality scope goes. But as you already guys would probably know, long story short, it still never was exactly what I wanted on the JP. So now I have the US Optics ER25, which a year and a half later they actually stopped making that one, and now it's like the BR10 or something like that. Pretty much the same scope. But yeah, a lot of long-range shooters don't even use full power. It's especially on an event like that where you have to get 3 shots on, you have to hit a series of targets as you go, and after you pull the trigger on the first one, it takes too much time to acquire the rest of the target. So they basically open up the field of view so they can see the 1,000 yard, the 1,500 yard, and then the 1,700 yard. All at the same time. Real cool burnout. YouTube just rolled out another wonderful update. They are abbreviating the subscriber counts, so it will look like you lost a chunk of subs on Tuesday. I'm not sure what the point of this is, but who knows with ScrewTube. Yeah, they honestly, they're the most ridiculous company. One of the most ridiculous companies. They just seem like every single time they do something, they go backwards, and I don't know, I could be wrong. Is there anybody hearing me say this that is happy with the way YouTube treats you, and especially if you've been with YouTube going all the way back to, when I started with YouTube, everybody's YouTube channel looked different. You customized it. You made yours look the way you wanted. You could have background pictures. You could have your main picture. You could have... Shit, they've so neutered it, my brain isn't even remembering everything you used to be able to do. When they took away VRs, as far as I was concerned, that was when they were truly dead. Zeus, I've shot a 24-inch Mossberg ported turkey shotgun barrel and a ported barrel Benelli Super Sport. It makes it louder. I prefer my Benelli Nova 28-inch, not ported. Can shoot it without an ear pro if needed, and still hear my left ear. Not a fan of ported shotgun barrels at all. See, I'd never seen one until I was given that one, and I figured, seeing how it literally takes about 20 seconds to change the barrels on a Mossberg, or most pump shotguns, I figured the least I could do is bring it out and try shooting it and see if there's a felt recoil versus sound difference. Smile money. I have 2 Winchester 12 gauge, 120 and 112. Use the 20 for a small game, the 12 gauge for trap. Now the 12 has a 8-round extension tube, and I traded with Hornet Fixer for lots of boom boom power. Yes, I agree. That is nice. It's my money. Come on, I moved from Miller Lite to mostly loggers. Some even crafty. Proud of you, man. It's my money. Shut up. I want a woman's build rifle. I might let my wife or daughter shoot it. Again. I know. Christine really wants to see this rifle go to a woman. New shooter, veteran shooter, she don't care. Me? I want the guy hiding behind the cool ass rifles to continue on with the dream that he had to build them cabins. And as long as we keep collecting money and those cabins keep getting built, and veterans, I know it sounds cliche-ish or something you'd see on a bumper sticker, but if our group, for all the work we do, we stop one veteran from doing harm to themselves. And I could not be more honored for the work that we do. I've told you guys, and I'm 100% when I say this, it has honestly, with how fucked up YouTube has gotten and how much they just don't give a shit. And now it's this community guideline, that community guideline, and you can't talk about this, and you basically can't talk about anything that we... Fine, you're a privately owned company. I wish there was a strong Second Amendment. I know, how about a strong... we just want to start a company, and we want to make money. And, you know, we're not going to sit here and dictate what the people that use our product necessarily do. Yeah, okay, fine. There is a bridge too far. You don't go around and film murders and stuff like that. But to shut down reloading channels and Brownells because they deal with guns, and you know, the threat over basically coming after people like me and you if you've done a video where you showed someone how to do anything with a gun. I mean, honestly, potentially this is a channel ending thing. Hey guys, this is the Escort shotgun. Have you ever wondered how to open it? Well, here, you press this button at the same time you pull this thingy back. Now your shotgun is open. As far as YouTube is concerned, that's it. Smart money. I welded up the frame so it would not break in half. Oh, and weld up the frame so it would not break in half. Yeah. I don't know, I had an interesting conversation with a few guys. A guy that we use as our gopher and helper every now and then, he's actually interested in picking up my Toyota. And then he's just like, well, you know, what were you thinking about getting? And I'm like, well, to be totally honest, right now, if I tried real hard, I might be able to come up with $2,000 or $3,000, and that would be because I sold some shit. To get another truck. And he's just like, I'm like, what? And he's just like, you could easily end up with something in a lot worse shape than your Toyota. Yeah, I know. Right now, not a thing wrong with the entire driveline of my Toyota. 4-wheel drive, transmission, engine, all running like a top. I mean, it's a frickin' V6 Toyota. It only has 145,000 miles on it. I mean, it's still a virgin. I pulled up at the grocery store the other day, and a guy was sitting in a car, and when I got out, he rolled down the windows, and he goes, hey, how many miles are on that? And I said, well, why? And he goes, I got one at home. It just rolled 387,000 miles. And I'm like, shit, that one's a virgin. And he goes, awesome little trucks. And I said, yeah, except for the rust. You know, between the frame and yeah. If there was a way to make sure that my all the problems with my frame, and especially now with the cab not being attached on an entire side, I would have no problems keeping it. I mean, the tires still are in good shape, even though they're like 15 years old, but they're not really holding air anymore. And Sam's just like, get a new set. Well, Jesus. If you've bought truck tires lately, I'd be lucky to sell the truck and be able to buy a set of tires. Smart money. See sliding scale on YouTube. You can write a comment here with a tranny in it. Real cool burnout. Your plasma probably would make a good camp stove fuel. Real cool burnout. Bourbon and boobs. Now, I don't know if that's an invitation. You know, a Cobra, my friend. Boom is right, baby. There's not enough of that to even make it a go of it. So let's have a little single grain Irish whiskey, bottled in Ireland. I don't know if it's a call out by Cobra, because really, I'm gonna be taking a break a little bit on the whole whiskey thing, but when it's someone like my brother, the real Cobra Burnout, that's a cheers. That's a hard yeah. I think I got some cork. That definitely had a little bit more bite to it than the Jameson. Can't wait to have some ramen noodles. Zeus, hashtag be like Ed. Gunwild. I hope Frontline Cigars are going to be a positive for Justin's final mission. I tried to do what I could to get them on board. They are sending me a 10-pack of their Blue Line cigars for the prize pack. I hope the winner likes stogies. They have a buy a cigar for a soldier program. They also donate a portion of every sale to help injured vets and first responders. Yes, Gunwild, I had Valerie, I had a very nice multi-email conversation, and any company that is owned and operated by veterans, basically, like she said, everybody associated with the company is a veteran, except for, you know, like wives, like she is. But yeah, they said they wanted to send some cigars to review, so I hope they're sending you a little taste of the action too, because so far every time you've said you've liked a cigar, I've liked that cigar. So yeah, the one I smoked the oh, now I'm drawing a blank. The only one that was a torpedo, I smoked that one from Peter, and I liked the first one that he recommended that was his favorite of them. I liked that between the two of them better, but the second one was definitely a heavy hitter. I would definitely have if I had another one, I would smoke it after a full meal and not after a light lunch and a bunch of beers and some shots of tequila, because that was like, by the time I was 3/4 of the way through that, I was starting to get a heck of a head rush going. It's like, whew. Good tasting cigar though, just a heavy hitter, that's for sure. Full bodied, does not get it done. Gunwild, nope, I did not make the tour to the Ale Club. I saw the notification too late. Damn it, man. J-Dog, here at home. J-Dog, I have a ported barrel on my Mossberg 835 turkey gun. Not sure if it does much. Well, gonna find out. Pre-Dun's M4 is fast. I dumped 9 rounds on the stop sign target before it hit the ground. I remember that. I think the first round, I think your first shot on the stop sign, shot number 8, it actually started to move as it started to tip, and you managed to clear the gun. 8 more shots, still on target before it fell completely over. Jolson, this video needs more cowbell. Tardisius, let's ratify that. Jolson, top 69 ladies. Jolson, I had my hands on a Benelli Super Sport this weekend, but I can't bring myself to spend $2,000 on a shotgun. I would really like to get the M4, but right now it's there's too many things on the list above it. The 629 Deluxe out of the Smith & Wesson Custom House. I don't know. I still would really like to. I don't know. That Banshee, that would definitely be badass. 10 millimeter. Jolson, I still have my taste buds, so I don't care for super hot sauce unless she is a blonde with a nice ass. Wade, question. If it has salt on it, do you still lick it? Wade, sorry about the pigskin. You have to remember the time and place I grew up in. On Sunday afternoons, my grandfather took the family to the trade store. Kucha reservation to get groceries. Our choice for a treat was A, cheese and crackers, or B, pickled pig's feet, toes, and all. Yeah, I'll take pork rinds. I'll take pork rinds for the win. Smile money. YouTube needs to visit your community before they judge inappropriate. I agree. Jose, PhD 27, 59th viewer. Tardicius, since 1982, more than 400 people have been killed by pit bulls. Yeah. You know, I've never had one, and off the top of my head, the only person I know that actually has one is Pete from the Armory channel, and his are absolute babies. So I don't know if it's another example of douche skins taking a decent animal and making it evil, versus is it? I mean, I honestly, Tardicius, I'm not expert on this, but I have heard more bad things about Dalmatians than any other dog that I've ever heard about. 101 Dalmatians came out. Everybody wanted a goddamn Dalmatian, and everybody that I know that had hands-on in the veterinary world was like, "Oh my God, they're making this animal seem like it's the best thing for families and whatever, and the Dalmatian is actually one of the shittiest things that you could, or dogs that you would want to introduce to kids. They're temperamental, they're high-strung, and it's just one of those kind of things. On the other hand, as a kid, my dad had actually my mom and dad, at the time of the divorce, my mom didn't want it, so my dad took the dog, but we had a Doberman. Gypsy was her name, and that dog would start to cry if you looked at it weird. And the Dobermans were, supposed to be great guard dogs and vicious as hell. And I think they're in the, several movies like the Lethal Weapon series and shit like that. But ours was a pansy. Jose PhD 27. I love my Mossberg. Never failed me. Oh, I never had a problem with it. But when I had a chance to own a Benelli for, 5, 6, 7 years, and used and enjoyed it, and then sold it and got a Mossberg, I was honestly nothing but disappointment, but I got nothing bad to say about the Mossberg. It just did not live up to the quality and ergonomics and everything about the Benelli, for me, anyway. Crazy Scotsman, 20 plus minutes, you lazy sons of bitches, watch the whole thing. Crazy Scotsman, standing in for whiskey is whiskey. Crazy Scotsman sold his Benelli to get a Mossberg. What the fuck? See, yeah. Jose PhD 27. Oh yeah, I tried the microwave piggy puffs. It tasted like microwave salt. Were they the Lorry's brand? I ask because I did not find them to be salty at all, and I think I have now had four bags of the 12 or whatever was in there. These were the Lorry's brand, so I'd be interested to know, because if they were, maybe we have a different palette for sodium. And if they weren't, then I don't ever want to buy whatever you had, because I've been trying to slowly cut down on the amount of salt that I use. Like in the past, if anytime food was put in front of me, I just assumed that it needed salt and would salt it. Now I always eat it and decide if it needs salt. Yeah, I know, Scotsman, you said whiskey, and that would be the third one, so. Scotsman, always stay vigilant on our rights are not something to be played with. Absolutely, always. And no matter how many people want to say, that's never going to happen in my lifetime, well, it could happen in your child's lifetime, and if that doesn't happen, it could happen in your grandchild's lifetime, and either way, I don't want to leave this planet knowing that I could have helped to make sure that our Second Amendment and what our founding fathers fought and died for always stayed true. And I can't support anybody that doesn't understand or get that. Crazy Scotsman, he is eligible to be president. He has already lied to the American people, violating the Constitution and everything it stands for, hence qualified. Crazy Scotsman, YouTube can eat a bowl. They are guidelines, not laws. You fucking cunts. Sharky from across the big pond. On the right video. You'll be just fine meeting the missus. She's seen and heard enough of you over the years to not be surprised. Ashamed, sure. Surprised, nah. Sharky, rifles look good, as does the deagle. Clyde, the Constitution shall never be construed to prevent the people of the United States who are peaceable citizens from keeping their own arms. Samuel Adams, Revolution. The Blade Channel, who I yesterday said, not sure, but as it stands right now, he has reviews of blades. His comment, you ever anal chug a beer? Question mark. The Blade Channel, right now I'm giving you a grace period. But, if it turns out you are someone who has been a complete fucking cunt in the past, you too will be adiosed. As of right now, I'm still giving you the benefit of the doubt. I did check out a bunch of your videos. You have a lot of nice blades. You also have someone following your channel, which I don't know is a friend of yours, or you unfortunately have a cunt troll also, but he is somebody that just about everybody that I know has blocked because of a brain imbalance. So, and no would be the answer to your question. David Brown, I just got this notice 18 hours after it posted. Welcome to YouTube's fuckery. Joey Cuz is here. Brad Thomas, hell yeah, a brother. That would probably less on the beer, more on the boobs for you. Where are we? Yeah, we gotta go. You know, I'm not overdoing it. We got one comment left, and we will be going to the 200 Ale Club, and standing in for 200 Ale is this. David Brown, I live and write to inspire. There are ways to find purpose and joy. My cell number is 720-684-9330 anytime. Thank you, Eric. So, if you're having a hard time, first of all, I highly recommend that you read David's books, You can find them on Amazon, and maybe by the time you're hearing this, he may have gotten his audio books recorded, which I don't know how long it's going to take before they're available. Oh, excuse me. But once it is, I definitely would like to purchase that, because I've been, to be totally honest, I've been listening to Christine's A Quickie with Miss B. If I drive the speed limit and get all of the red lights between our project now in Wisconsin and my driveway, the show is literally getting over as I get out of the truck and walk to the house. Now, like today, somehow she does 7. It's like a 15-minute show plus commercials. So she at the halfway point, she has a commercial, and I was actually pulling into my parking spot today. So not only did I get all of the green lights, but you want to hang with the fast cars on the bridge, I'll be right there until the cab flies off of the frame. Get David's books. The one thing as you start reading these books is, first of all, the first one is written as though it's fiction, and it's not. It's not. He's just changed all of the names and all of the places to try to disavow any of the people that may have been mentioned. In the second book, as he says, fuck it, he's just going to go with it as it is. The second book is basically a continuation with follow-ups to maybe questions left over from the first book, and he no longer hides the identities, and it is what it is. But what I have learned from, and now I've been craped the last few nights, I haven't even been doing what I would normally do. I just put my head on my pillow and fall asleep. But I'm about 3/4 of the way, and I've been 3/4 of the way for quite a while. I know, my bad. But if I had the audio book, I'm pretty sure I'd be a lot farther. But I need to giddy up on it, because I actually am very interested in finishing it, both the books. But what you realize very quickly is these books are like the most fucked up, and I know you'll appreciate this, David, the most fucked up self-help books. They really make you look more into you, even though David is one sneaky motherfucker. That's all I'm going to say. And I couldn't be more honored, David, to call you my friend. And the fact that and Bunky, who is a much better person than you, I'm glad that you chose well. I'm not quite sure if she did. They're actually a very cute. And it's been a long time for the two of them too, so obviously something's working. But it's in the comments. If you ever feel that you need to talk to somebody, David's there for you. And I got this from David and Bunky. Another one in the Citradelic. This is the Tangerine IPA. I like it. That tangerine kind of takes a little bit of the total heavy IPA-ness off. So it would probably be one that I would say would be a good, like a starter IPA. A lot of people aren't going to like, the more earthiness and the drier bitterness of an IPA. I like it though. On the E scale, I'm going to give the tangerine version of Citradelic. I'm going to give it an 8.5. And now let's move on to the Two Hearted Ale Club. First in, Steven, hops and lead. Here for the beer. Smile money. Almost missed the 200 ale meeting. Cheers. I don't think so. You were like second in. Gunwild. Cheers, my beer drinking mofos. Thank you, Gunwild. And again, I obviously ran out the clock, so we don't got time. We don't got no time to get into this shit. But I just was feeling a little nostalgic, and the retro, I think probably really did not qualify to be with them, but it's been a very passionate gun for me. At one point in time, it was just like when I started into the AR world and wanted the first that I ever actually owned to be one that I built myself. It had to be the Tacticool one, and you guys, what made it all possible, sent me shit to make it Tacticool and not go in the direction of a retro. So I've built quite a few of them over the years for other people, and mine is right now sitting at a stalemate because I need a Brownells gray dedicated carry handle upper to go along with the gray Brownells lower, but thanks to PayPal, that still got kiboshed, and I haven't even gone looking. I don't have the money to do it right now, but the last bunch of times that I looked, Stalker Steve, who was going to make it all happen, he tried to order me one, and I guess he actually found one that Brownells had that they said was blemished, but I've used an awful lot of Palmetto blemish stuff that could not find a single reason why this got rejected. But the woman treated Steve like he was a member of the Taliban and wouldn't let him purchase it and send it to me. This is a serialized part. It'd be basically the same as buying a stock, but yeah. So the one that was in hand slipped away, and since then I have not been able to find one. And color match is kind of crucial, which is why I wanted to stick with the Brownells gray, just so that I know that it went together right. Smile money. Beto is coming for your ARs first. Johnny Watson, his neighbor, told him how many you have. I don't even know how many I have, so I'm not even going to give you that whole fell off my boat story. They're all right there. Fuck you, Beto. Fucking piece of shit. Jolson, the 200 Ale Club needs more cowbell and black mamba shot. You can keep asking for that all day. After you stop over and do a chug off of that bottle, I'll follow. Or at least after the paramedics get your heart started again. J-Dog, Heart Club. I'm going to hit the Stalker Steve button. Ooh, salty shellback, microwave pork rinds on the way. Great. Okay, I'm gonna hit the Stalker Steve button one more time, and then we're out of here. No, it was just a question of the history makers. I'm really partial to, sorry, I don't want to make it look like I'm thumbing that down. I'm really partial to that because it was Ed's, and it could not be more pristine. And then of course that is was in my bucket list. That I didn't know anything about. But after having a chance to use it and look at it, I have to say, normally I'm not all googly about old firearms, but those three right there, all to be totally truthful, all get my heart racing a little bit. The Grand has always been on my my bucket list, but I didn't even really know anything about the SVT-40 until John Huber asked if I wanted to take it. Wasn't allowed to shoot it. Then he retracted that, and we shot it. But that is just such a beautiful rifle. The combination of the wood, the fact that it actually has a removable box mag, the extra metal and the holes for the cooling of the gas port and stuff. That's just a badass rifle. That is such a badass rifle. Yeah, I was shocked when I actually got John Huber to let me purchase that, and that's when I lost my Mossberg and my SKS. Oh well, and but he's reassured me that I'm never going to get to keep the SVT-40. Oh well. Here. As long as it's still here, I hate it when I've talked at the end and come back and find out that I missed out on, say, Gunwild or Smile Money or someone that is normally an avid abuser watching this shit. But nope, Salty Shellback stands as the last comment. I want to thank David Brown and Bunky, and remember that I said this. If you need help, depression, anything, all David's information to get a call him on his phone is in his comment. So do not waste what God has given you. Cheers, guys.